Hey guys, how's it going? It's Janie over here at JaniesSweets. Welcome back to another Friday Fixes episode where you ask me okay questions and I do my best to answer them for you. Today's episode is inspired by a story that I read a very long time ago, and that is, what do you do if making a cake for a customer goes against your personal beliefs? I do want to start this video by saying that by no means am I trying to come off as offensive to anyone. Please understand that these are my specific or my personal beliefs, and this is what I think you should do in these types of situations. But this is your bakery. You can do whatever you want with your business and nobody's gonna ask you any questions. So I do want to put out this disclaimer saying that I'm not judging anyone if they feel differently than I do. Let's just keep it PG in the comments, all right? Keep it clean and nice. So the reason why I wanted to make today's video is because a very long time ago there was a story that was trending. It was a baker who was a Christian, and someone had came to their shop and wanted to have a wedding cake. However, that wedding cake was for a same-sex couple, and because of his religion he did not feel comfortable making the cake, right? So it was a big to-do. It was all over the news, and the Supreme Court ended up ruling for the baker, saying that if they were to make that cake, it was going to violate their religious rights, and so therefore they did not have to legally make the cake. So with all of that being said, very recently somebody has come to me and asked me, what do I think about you know, making a cake that goes against your beliefs? So what they wanted to specifically talk about is someone wanted to have a vulgar cake. It was a body part for a bridal shower, right? And they did not feel comfortable doing that. So they wanted to say no, but at the same time they wanted to know, is that okay to do? Like, can you refuse, you know, a cake just because it goes against your belief, or you just don't feel like making it? So this is what we're gonna dive into in today's video. So if you want to learn everything I think about this and what I think you should do if this ever happens to you, then keep on watching. So you get a cake order or dessert order for something you do not feel comfortable making, and that doesn't have to just be a religious belief. It could be a cultural belief. It could be you just don't feel comfortable making it, like I shared about that explicit cake. What do you do? What do you tell the customer? How do you turn around and tell them that you cannot make this cake, right? So I think the first things first is that you should maybe look up in your area, either in your state, your country, wherever you live, what the law says. Like, can you legally turn down these customers? You know, just because this man, you know, this baker won the Supreme Court judged in his favor, ruled in his favor, that doesn't mean that this will be the case everywhere, either in the US or outside of the US. So look up to see in your specific region if you can go ahead and turn around that customer. Now let's just say that the law tells you that you have to make it. You know, you cannot turn away the customer for those reasons, right? If you still feel like you personally are not comfortable with doing it, then don't do it. No one can force you to make something that you're not comfortable with making, right? The only thing is, you probably shouldn't tell the customer this is why you're not doing it, or make them feel like this is why you're not doing it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Maybe tell them that you're fully booked. That's my favorite line, okay? I'm booked, I can't do it. Or, you know, give them other reasons, but don't be mean, don't be rude, don't make them feel like you have a problem with them personally. So be nice, be cordial. You don't have to tell them that this is why you're not doing it. Just tell them you can't. A really great thing that you can do if you are going to turn them away is to give them options of other bakers. Like I said, I cannot preach this enough, that you need to make friends in you know, in the industry, and get baker friends. You know, maybe direct them to someone who is willing to do, you know, a naked cake or a body part or anything like that. Direct them to somebody who can help them, so that they feel like you're giving them options and you're not you know, you're not bashing them. Another great thing that you should probably do is invite them back into your business, so they feel welcome and they understand that you have no problem with them specifically, they're not going to feel attacked. For example, if you don't feel like making the bachelorette cake, which is, you know, the naked cake, go ahead and tell them, I'm sorry, I'm booked for that day. However, if you haven't found somebody for the, you know, wedding cake, I'm more than happy to do it. I make other special occasion cakes. You definitely should come back. You know, invite them back into your business just so they don't feel like you're personally attacking them. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, if you're nice about the way that you communicate something to someone, they won't even think twice about it. They won't even question your motives behind turning them down. So things like you're booked, or it's out of your comfort zone to make, as in like the cake is too elaborate, or you're not taking on new orders, or if you want to be honest, then just be honest. Tell them, I'm sorry, I don't make these kinds of cakes. I don't make naked cakes, I don't make body parts, but I'm willing to do something else if you want something else. And that's it. Like, if you want to be honest, that's your prerogative, that's your right. You don't have to be mean about it, again, like I said, but just keep in mind that for whatever reason that you are refusing them business, would it feel good to you if you were refused business for something that, you know, you either can't control, or something that you are, or something that you you know, how would you want to be refused business is what I'm trying to say, okay? So if you're nice about it, if you're cordial about it, if you're polite and professional about it, most likely they're not even gonna think twice about it. So this video was super short. However, I hope that I got my point across. I hope that you now are equipped with the tools that if you ever are in a situation where you don't want to make a cake, or you don't feel like you can make a cake for someone because of either religious beliefs, cultural beliefs, or for what do you call this, because you just don't like making these types of cakes, then hopefully this has equipped you with the tools, you know, to know how to answer the person, to know how to talk to the person and refuse them the business. So with all of that being said, you guys, if this video was at all informative and you learned something, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe to the channel, because I make a separate video every single Friday. So if you subscribe, you won't miss out on any of the future videos that I put out. As always, guys, all of my socials are at JaniesSweets. You can find me on Instagram as well as on Pinterest. I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.